everyone. Today I'm doing the talk portion of our service, and the name of my talk is, Are You Willing to Take a Chance to Create a Life You Love? So today I want to talk to you about chances. What exactly is a chance? According to dictionary.com, one meaning for chance is a possibility or probability or anything happening, an opportunity. Another definition for chance is a risk or a hazard, such as take a chance. Now, many of you know that I have a favorite children's author, Kobe Yamada, and when I read his books, I recognize spiritual messages in his children's books. And this talk is inspired by one of his books. It is called, What Do You Do with a Chance? This children's book is aligned with the first definition of chance that I mentioned earlier, the one that says a possibility or anything happening and an opportunity. So in this book, entitled What Do You Do with a Chance?, the description on the back of the book is amazing. It says, what do chances become? New friendships, exciting opportunities, and daring discoveries. Chances are invitations to great adventures, tickets to unforgettable experiences, and doors to whole new worlds. Chances help you see who you are, what you want, and where you want to go. So, what do you do with a chance? It asks. That is up to you. So, if it's up to us, how can we create these chances to enhance our life? Well, in the book, Money and the Law of Attraction, Esther and Jerry Hicks wrote, focusing upon what is wanted causes it to increase and to come closer to you. When you relax into your natural well-being, when you make statements such as, I seek abundance, and I trust the laws of the universe, I have identified the things that I want, and now I'm just going to relax and allow them to come into my experience. More of what you desire will come to you. So to me, this is creating a chance, identifying what you want, relaxing and allowing it to just come into your experience. Ernest Holmes, the founder of the spiritual movement known as religious science, part of the greater New Thought movement, whose spiritual philosophy is known as the Science of Mind, and also the author of the book, The Science of Mind, wrote on page 411, by giving our complete attention to any one idea, we automatically embody it. We attract to ourselves the objective likeness of this embodiment. So this is creating a chance by giving an attention to an idea. Paige Burks writes on her webpage, Simple Mindfulness, why not take a chance on something you know in your heart is a great thing? Even when your logical monkey mind dreams up a million reasons, and we all have those monkey minds, we've heard those reasons. She says, even when it dreams up those reasons, why you should stay safe where you are. Truly staying safe where you are is the most dangerous place to be. As the saying goes, the only constant is change. And she continues, what happens when you don't take a chance? Whatever answers come into your mind, take notice. They are pointing you to a brighter future that only you can create when you commit to taking bolder, more decisive, and courageous actions. Will there be risk involved, she asks? Of course. But remember that you are wired to both overestimate the size of the risk and to underestimate your ability to handle them. And the truth is, as we know it, as Lao Tzu, affiliated with the text Tao Te Ching, wrote 2,000 years ago, you are capable of more than you think, ends Burke. So when I think about taking chances, I think of one of our presidents. He comes to mind, to me. who took a lot of chances. And when I was in grade school, in second grade, I read my first book on him, and I was amazed by him. And I'm talking about our 16th president of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. Many people call him the greatest president. He was in office during a grueling part of our history. Did you know that he lost 8 elections, but it didn't stop him from taking chances? He failed twice in business, but he continued taking opportunities. And he suffered a nervous breakdown, all before becoming one of the greatest presidents of the United States. He battled depression most of his life. His mother died when he was 9 years old, but he continued to take chances. He developed the persistence necessary to later lead our country through one of the hardest periods in history. Wow, he definitely could have stayed stuck and not moved forward with any of these hardships that he faced, but he didn't. He knew he was capable of more. So, taking a chance can be small or big. Taking a chance can mean taking a step forward into something you don't currently feel comfortable doing. Maybe for someone, it's taking an online course for the first time. Maybe it's being part of a virtual meeting. Or it could be trying out a new meeting group. Taking a chance can be sharing one of your ideas in a group, or asking a question in the group. You might be fearful of what others will think. You may be scared. You might be worried. You might have a lot of what ifs. Maybe you're thinking of taking a chance and creating a community outreach. But while you're thinking of this, you have this inner urging, and the idea, it keeps coming to you. You feel like it will take you closer to something you want. You might be fearful of what others think, but the inner urging is moving you forward with this idea. Taking chances can seem large. You may have or feel the nudging about taking a bigger chance. Maybe you'd like to start an online business. Maybe you are thinking of even something larger, such as coordinating a community outreach. How do you know if it's the chance you should take? How do you know when it's wise to move forward? But before we answer these questions, let's talk about the other definition of taking a chance. Remember I said that a risk or a hazard, I'm sure you've heard the saying, let's take a chance. In HuffPost, Stacia Pierce, who is a life coach, career expert, and CEO of Ultimate Lifestyle Enterprises, wrote an article entitled, "Why Taking Risk Comes with Great Rewards." If you ever want to achieve the life you've always dreamed of, she says, you have to start taking positive, calculated risk. It is absolutely necessary, she says, to take chances to achieve anything great in life. However, many are scared to take the initial leap. Pierce continues, as with any risk, there's always something at stake. In most instances, when it comes to your business or your career, you stand to lose money, time, and your reputation. But these are the very same things you stand to gain. The benefits of taking risks will enrich your life. Make your business or career much more rewarding, she ends. I also have a wonderful quote from Catherine Hurst, and she writes on thelawofattraction.com. Once we have come to understand the astonishing possibilities that life has to offer us, we can also come to realize that we are like artists. We are creating pictures on our intended life, and then making the choices and taking actions that will realize what we visualized. So what if you don't like the picture, she asked? Change it. Life is a blank canvas of possibilities. You are in control of what the finished picture could look like. The law of attraction really is that simple. There's no catches. All laws of nature are completely perfect, and the law of attraction is no exception. No matter what you are looking to have or achieve or to be in life, you can hold on to an idea and you can see it for yourself in your mind's eye. You can make it yours to have with some effort on your part. So why am I connecting chances and attraction together? It's simple, because I am creating a life that I love through both chances and attraction. We know there is a natural law of attraction. In the book Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes devoted an entire chapter, chapter 18, on it. In this section, he explains about the law of attraction. Since we are thinking beings and cannot stop our thinking, and since the creative mind receives our thought, and cannot stop creating, it must always be creating something for us. What it will depends wholly upon what we are thinking. What we shall attract will depend upon that which our thoughts dwell. Thought can attract to us that which we first mentally embody, that which has become a part of our mental makeup, a part of our inner understanding. And here's a line that I love that he included in this. Every person is surrounded by a thought atmosphere. The mental atmosphere is the direct result of our conscious and unconscious thought, which in its turn becomes the direct reason and cause of that which comes into our life. So in essence, we have the power to either attract or repel. And I know that we are always attracting something into our life, whether we realize it. We are attracting what we are mainly thinking of and focusing on. And I've seen it in my own life. If I am in a grateful mindset and look with grateful eyes at everything and everyone in my life, I find that I attract more good in my life, more to be grateful for, more opportunities to enhance my life by using this natural law of attraction. I can take the chances or the action steps to create a life that I love. Taking a chance. What this means to me is reaching for the brass ring on the carousel. You all know when I'm talking about the merry-go-rounds and the carousels. There are brass rings on some of them. And are you willing to reach out and grab that brass ring? Now, it might mean you have to get out of your comfort zone. It might mean that you have to get out of your comfortable seat. It takes some dexterity to just reach out and grab that. Are you willing to take a shot at the brass ring, living life to the fullest? Only you can decide that. So how do you know when to take a chance to get out of your comfort zone? How do you know when it's a good opportunity for you? How do you discern this is the chance I should take to move me closer to a life I love? Because I don't want to suggest to everyone that you should just take any chance that comes along without suggesting some guidelines of knowing which ones and when to do it. So I did some informal research and I asked some friends, how do you know when to act on a chance? My friend Kate said she knows it's a chance to take when she listens to her intuition. She feels the guidance and as knowing that she's being led by God. Her ideas come to her when she found herself thinking about a question. And those ideas come so perfectly clear to her that she knows they are divinely inspired. There's absolutely no doubt in her mind about this. She said she is so much better about knowing when to listen because she's better at recognizing her intuitive voice, her intuition. And she knows the other way is that it comes to her at the perfect time. She's been thinking about a question or thinking about a decision, and it comes to her. And she said she's never been misled when she listens to her inner intuition or her God voice. I also want to tell you about my friend Dolly. She is a participant in Joyful Gathering. And Dolly said, when I asked her this powerful question, she said she knows she's being led by God when an idea or a thought comes to her. And in that very moment, she feels overwhelming excitement for it. And this is the case of our new group that we have, Joyful Hiking, that she has created. She had a good feeling about it, she said, but however, her human self, which she called her fear self, said, keep this small for a while. Don't make this big. But then Spirit jumped right in and used the people of Joyful Gathering to birth it into being. These are her words, birth it into being, by placing her at a board meeting where the topic was community activities for our spiritual center. Dolly adds, I like to think of God as the inspiration and Spirit as the perspiration. So you never know if you will be helping someone's idea to be birthed into being, as Dolly so nicely said, by taking a chance. And we all know how the Joyful Gathering hikes has continued to grow because Dolly took that chance. So for me, knowing when an opportunity or an idea comes along that I should take is something I've been meditating on, possibly I've been praying about, or I've been consistently thinking about. These ideas and chances do not leave you alone, trust me. Just like Spirit will not leave you alone or leave you hanging when you start to act on one of these chances. You will know that, as I did during my times, that I have co-created this opportunity with Spirit, knowing that I have been waiting for this particular opportunity and I have the faith, then I know it's a good chance to take. Another way I know that it's right for me to take it is if it's creating a life that I love, if it's bringing me closer to that life, that's a chance for me to take. And I also know it's a great chance to take if it brings good into my life and to other people's lives. And just think about Dolly. That's a perfect example. I know it's an idea and a chance to take when it has a quality of integrity. I know I am meant to take that chance. A different way I know is when it comes so easily, so effortlessly, and it just magically, or it feels like it's magically, falls into place, and it's even better than I imagined. If it brings more love into my life, I know it's a great chance to take. And sometimes it shows up just at the right time, like my friend Kate said. And it shows up knowing, and I know that Spirit has created this. And it feels right in your body, maybe in your gut or your heart. It just brings you peace, and it feels like this is something you should take. At times I've asked for guidance in things, and the chances have shown up. And I used to think these chances just showed up in thin air. But now that I know what I know now through spiritual guidance, I know that infinite intelligence had this answer, this solution the whole time, but I finally became aware of it. So back to Kobe Yamada's children's book, What Do You Do With a Chance? There are two parts in this book in the illustration that are in brown. There's two parts that are in color. Everything else is brown. The boy is in color, and the chance. And the chance in the book is shown and depicted as like a yellow butterfly. That's what it looks like. But everything else in brown in the book is, I like to think of as the ordinary everydayness. And this lovely book begins with, One day I had a chance. It just seemed to show up. It acted like it knew me, as if it wanted something. What do you do with a chance, I wondered. It fluttered around me. It circled me as if it wanted me to grab it. So I started to reach for it. But I was unsure and I pulled back. I wished I had taken my chance. I realized I had wanted it, but I still didn't know if I had the courage. Ernest Holmes addresses this in his book, Science of Mind, about when we have had thoughts of, I should have taken that chance. Holmes writes, suppose someone says, I have made a lot of mistakes in my life. I had opportunities I did not grasp. Holmes says every man has had this feeling at some time in his life. And I don't know about you, but that's a great relief for me to hear. He continues, this is a direct belief that there is but one opportunity which comes to man, and if he doesn't take it, that there's no more. This is a belief in limited opportunities, and we must deny it completely. Now, I've overheard many people say, this is me, this is not Ernest Holmes. I've overheard many people say, oh, you missed your big chance. And these are devastating words to hear. But Holmes addresses this. If a man has had and apparently lost many opportunities, he must be shown that he stands at the point of limitless opportunity. That opportunity is right here today, that he sees it and grasps it. It recognizes him and he recognizes it. We exist in limitless opportunities, he continues, which are forever seeking expression through us. Wow, isn't that comforting to hear? Let me read that last part again. We exist in limitless opportunities which are forever seeking expression through us. So I went to one more of Ernest Holmes' books called How to Change Your Life, and he said, come to believe in the power and presence of the Spirit within you. Accept its power, permit its guidance. Feel that you are speaking from the center of divine certainty when you state, there is one life. That life is God, and that life is mine right now. So how about if you repeat this after me? I will break it down. There is one life.
There is one life.
That life is God.
That life is God.
That life is my life now.
That life is my life now.
He has two other affirmations that I really like. As I now accept my partnership with the infinite, I discover a new freedom. Let me break that one down. You can repeat after me. As I now accept my partnership with the infinite,
as I now accept my partnership with the infinite,
I discover a new freedom.
I discover a new freedom.
And then I have an affirmation that I like from Louise Hay. Let me say this and then we can break it down. All is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come. How about if I break this down? All is well.
All is well.
Everything is working out.
Everything is working out
for my highest good.
For my highest good.
Out of this situation.
Out of this situation.
Only good will come.
Only good will come.
So what have I learned about when to take a chance? Well, now I know that when I am calm, peaceful, and have thoughts based on clarity, and I remember that I have an indwelling presence inside me, when I take a risk, I do so with awareness, after balancing my logic and my intuition to decide what is best for me. By taking action aligned with my own inner compass in this way, I build a level of trust in myself. And trusting yourself and knowing when to take action on something you really want only serves to further elevate your self-confidence, knowing that all answers and solutions are already there. and that you can attract all that you need. Paige Burke states, learn to be okay with the constant change taking place as often as possible. Yes, it's tough, but it makes for an awesome life. And she asked, what kind of chances are you going to take today? What kind of baby steps will you take today to move forward to the life you've really wanted? So let's check back in with our child in the book, What Do You Do With a Chance? If you remember, we left him saying he wasn't sure if he had the courage to take a chance. So when the next chance came along, he decided to grab it. But he missed it and he felt embarrassed as he thought everyone was watching him. He declined any new chances that came along. And then he noticed that fewer and fewer chances came his way. He acknowledged that even though he acted like he didn't care, he still wanted to take a chance and was still afraid and wasn't sure if he'd ever be brave enough. And in these pages of the text, you can see the yellow chance there, but it's far off in the distance. After a while, he realized, maybe I don't have to be brave all the time. Maybe I just need to be brave for a little while at the right time. He realized it was up to him. And then one ordinary day, in the distance, there was a chance. He said, I don't know how, but the second I let go of my fears, I was full of excitement. It wasn't that I was no longer afraid, but now my excitement was bigger than my fear. And on this page, you see the chance coming closer to him, and he moves closer and closer. And now he has the chance. And I'm going to show you him getting on and seeing the chance. There he is. The chance is coming closer to him. Get a little closer so I can show you. And then when he took the chance, there's his face. He's got this big smile on his face. And he says, it felt so good to fly because now he's actually on the chance. He is flying. There it is. He's being carried. And he said, it felt so good to soar, to fly, to be free. I now see when I hold back, I miss out. And I don't want to miss out. There's just so much I want to see and do and discover. And on the last page, he is standing on his chance. And there he is being taken away. So he asks, what do you do with the chance? You take it because it just might be the start of something incredible. And in closing, I'd just like to say that I hope this simple child's story has inspired you to embrace the chances that come into your life. You never know when a chance once taken might be the one to change everything for you. I hope that you see chances as extraordinary gifts when they show up for you. Thank you very much.